Leo, hi, welcome to your weekly YouTube tarot reading. These are YouTube general readings. They won't always resonate with you, but feel free to reach out to me. My email's in the description below if you would like a personal reading that does resonate with you. All you need to do is send me in the email your time zone, and I'll reply back to you with all the information and appointment dates for your personal read. All right, Leo. I feel like I gotta shuffle some more for the Leos. All right, let's go, Leo. Let's do it. Four of Cups. Nine of Swords. Hangman. Ay, ay, ay. Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo, what is this? I'm not laughing at you. I'm trying to make light of the situation of what the hell's going on here. There's a whole lot of pain in this read. A whole lot of pain, okay? This week when it comes to love, you may experience the nightmare scenario. Especially if you're rushing into things blindly here. And that makes sense. Well, because you have Saturn dipping into your 7th house, and I feel like you'll start to feel the effects of that in January, although it'll be towards April, but you'll start to feel the effects of this towards January slowly. And what I mean by that is that things that you feel attracted to will get taken away from you. Why? Well, the only way Saturn can work with you is if it puts fear into you. Oh, and trust me, I know he's been transiting through my 7th in tropical for the last 3 years, and both in Vedic. So you might notice that if you're Leo and Cancer, you still have the same transit going on. But I'm doing Vedic from this side, from this perspective. I'm on the Vedic perspective here. And when he's going to be transiting through your 7th house, the only way that he can kind of fix what's going on in there in Aquarius is by either bringing you something stable or, giving you these unstable things to make you look at stable things. Knight of Swords doesn't do too well here. Although it's an air element like Saturn, it doesn't do too well in these aspects because it's fast. This is fast energy. To me, Knight of Swords is Mars and Taurus. When I look at Knight of Swords, I think Mars and Taurus. And it's not the easiest energy. And we actually have Mars and Taurus right now. So this could be in like when Mars dipped into Gemini. In mid-October, whatever you were doing, you're starting to see kind of like the payback of that come now. And it could be with flaky people, flaky things that just fall apart. All those things just seem to fall apart. You're like, why? Well, because they were flaky. Somebody's showing here a whole lot of flakiness. The universe is actually hiding from you 6 of Cups. There's a soulmate on the way. When that comes, I have no idea. It's not giving me a time. It is being worked on by the universe here. And the world card is Saturn. So Once again, I think you keep getting this card in your read, Saturn. And these are just things that are going to be fixed in your life here. I mean, Saturn's not there to... we get this planet so wrong sometimes. But that's how Shani was, like, you know... Shani... His wife cursed him and says, anything you look at is cursed. And yeah, like... You may feel that way. Anything you look at gets cursed. And it's not that way. It's just that you're supposed to be looking at relationships in form of contracts. And when I say that, it's kind of like, how do I put that? Because I know a lot of you probably don't want marriage. You just kind of want like a girlfriend or a boyfriend. But maybe it's time to kind of mature to the situation where you got to kind of put yourself forward. And Divine Masculines, I see that because you have Two of Wands here in the past. Divine Masculines, you may be dealing with several partners, or you may have one or two, and then you just can't decide. Trust me, by the end of the 3 years, Divine Masculine, you're gonna be deciding what you want when it comes to your love situation. When Saturn goes into your 8th, that's when you would drop down the 2-timing energy here. Now, that's not for everybody. That message is not for everybody, but that's definitely for a Divine Masculine, or if you're female with Divine Masculine energy, you got 2 options going on at the same time. 4 of Swords, here's your strength, healing, but you've been doing the healing for a long time, and it's time to kind of come out of that. But when do you come out of that? So I don't think healing has anything to do with what the universe is kind of making you suffer through here. Knight of Wands here with the World and the 3 of Swords. It's funny to get Knight of Wands as your advice when Saturn's kind of blocking that. Why would this be your advice? Oh, okay, that makes sense. For some of you, this Knight of Wands is your advice, and that could be kind of like some sort of spiritual learning. This could actually be like taking a spiritual journey somewhere, or like taking a trip, traveling. It'll bring you blessings here is how I feel. I feel like some of you may want to travel. Some of you may be too scared to travel as well. I feel like you shouldn't be afraid to travel. 3 of Swords here, by the way, in the upcoming future is like you're going to experience little bits of pain here and there from things, but little by little, now I see why you have these 2 Knights here that are actually opposite of what Saturn's trying to get you to do here. I see why these 2 Knights are here now. This is a lesson for you to realize that you can move into things, but they have to be balanced, okay? And then it's kind of like they can take off, but you got to use the balance of the mind and the heart here, right? It's got to be balanced. You know, and then a lot of times the mind gets in the way of things where we overthink. So for some of you, I know for a lot of you, you're stuck with this whole idea of, I can't let anybody in. I won't let anybody in. And you've been like that for the last 12 years. I mean, it is really time to get out of that. You're like, yeah, and then you write a whole long comment about how long you've been in this because they hurt you 12 years ago, or they hurt you. You know, it's time to get out of that. It's time to kind of put your mind to rest and start going towards you feel attraction, where you feel you're being pulled to. Some of you may have to hurt people, you know, and that's just part of it. That's just part of it. You may have to hurt somebody here, but it's because it's not meant for you. It's not what you feel like going towards, okay? This read is crazy because it's mental and it's also the heartstrings being pulled. This read is damn crazy, Leo. At the end of it all, the universe is hiding a person here for you. Very nice spiritual connection for you. 4 Wands, the Chariot, and the Moon. I like that. I like the Chariot card for you, Leo. I like that. Yeah, moving towards things balanced emotionally, and it's realizing that you need another person to pull this Chariot with you. The Chariot doesn't work when you have one horse pulling it, okay? I mean, look at this Chariot. If you only had one horse pulling it on one side, he would go off to veer off to the left or the right, right? And then you have the Moon card here with these 2 wolves kind of calling out to each other in the night here. Okay, so there is a partner here, and then you have this 4 of Wands, which is marriage. It's something nice. Some of you may not be looking at marriage, but then look at it this way. Something that'll last you, right? Let's say, you know, I don't want to put out scary things out there, but let's say you're sick, right? Who's going to go out there and get something for you at the store, right? Think about it in terms of that. Saturn will work in funny ways to get you to see that. It's done crazy things in my life, and trust me, because I had it in my 7th house for 3 years, I've seen a lot of crazy things. And it's changed my views on relationships, but I'm in that healthy place now. And Leo, you are going to be in that healthy place too. And there is something very nice, soul-connected coming your way. That's all I got for you. I'll see you guys again next week. Take it easy, Leo. Bye.